Hello everyone, this is Lorena and I'm back with another Duel Links video. And I'm still disgusted. I cannot believe Gozaburo did that to me. He had such a terrible... Oh my god, Gozaburo, you know that I cannot believe that I can... You made me change my mind. How? Just because... Oh my god, I'm going to... I cannot believe this. I'm pissed. I may be virtual, but it wasn't always this way. My father, Gozaburo, raised me to become the educated future president of Kaiba Corp. As the only child of a multi-billionaire, I was groomed for success from the time I could walk. It was me who was destined to run my father's company, not Seto or Mokuba. And I would have, had it not been for a freak accident. My body was rendered useless, but my mind was still as sharp as ever. My father used his company's cutting-edge technology to save me. He linked my mind to a central computer, transforming my brainwaves into electromagnetic... I can pronounce this shit. I'm just pissed off, man. He linked my mind to a central computer, transforming my brainwaves into electromagnetic pulses. Electromagnetic pulses, okay. Every thought, every memory, every bit of knowledge I had was downloaded into my father's mainframe. It was the beginning of my new life as a virtual being, whose power was limitless. But don't get the wrong idea. Even though I'm more than human, I'm still human. Exactly! So why say that... You know what? I'm going to be a little nicer to you. I have feelings and emotions like everyone else. Okay, well, I am pleased to know that you also know facts. Good, because I was never doubting that you had feelings and emotions. I was just, dear God, I just don't let them distract me. Sorry, but no intellectual can ever say that and actually be true. Instead, I use them to my advantage. I know how to use your own thoughts against you. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you absolutely do not. You can't. No. No, you can't. No. Did you give me that nightmare from before, Noah? I thought I was going to be nicer to you, but using my thoughts against me, you know what? No, don't give me another nightmare, okay? I don't like when my siblings die. And now watch as I unleash a power like nothing you've ever seen. Sure, Noah, sure. You don't know the power in my possession. A power that comes from being so very obsessed people want me to stop saying it. Shinato's arc releases my real deck master. Shinato, king of a higher plane. Okay. You know, I have to summon that. This is why I rule above all. Except you don't, because you weren't even the villain of your arc. You were just the antagonist. This is why I'm the greatest. Except you're not. I was going to be nicer to him, but, you know, I just don't like the idea of someone thinking they can... You don't use my thoughts against me. You don't use my emotions against me. You don't use anything against me. I am furious. I am still disgusted. Do not make me do that again. Oh God, Noah has a rerun. I'm in pain. Okay, alright. So that's the event, except for the ending cutscene. But I mean, Duke, can you win against Tristan? Can you win against Tristan? I want to know. I'm not even going to bother participating. I'm just going to watch. And now I did update Tristan's deck. I have no idea if it's going to be any better than, you know, his other one. But it has at least been updated. It looks just like Noah's deck, except I changed Noah's deck just a little bit. Because Noah has a skill. And I had to summon his monsters, so he has a skill in that deck. For that deck. Yeah, it's not really a good thing, but I mean, it might be better if I just put more cards into Noah's deck. I'm running out of time. Do I want the title for this event? I mean, I can still get it later, you know? Which title am I missing? There's a title I'm missing. Is it Tiger's title? No, I think I got hers at the very last second. Like, right at the last second. Whose title am I missing? Why am I missing a title? Why do I remember not finishing someone's event? Let me see if I look through these titles if I can figure it out. Is it Merrick's? That would be funny. That would be hilarious. Kind of. No, it wouldn't be funny because that event ended and it made me depressed. Oh my god, no. I'm not sure that I do have Merrick's title though. I think I messed up. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. I woke up. It was his. But his rerun will come back. He has a rerun left. Well, the normal one, that is. And now, as soon as... Oh, God. Goza, bro, that was something... I said you were not... I said you were not as bad, but... How dare you make me take something so horrible back, because, dear God... I am never going to forget that I said... Oh, my God. I'm going to switch worlds. I need therapy. Oh, right. Therapy. Yeah, let's go to you, Bill, for therapy. That's not going to... That's not going to backfire at all. Okay, I'm going to be honest with all of you. It might be more helpful than you think. You may be like, what? Wait a minute, what? Dating you super polymerization on Yubel, now Yubel isn't as bad. As if that makes that argument any better. It doesn't, but still, he did. He used super polymerization on Yubel. And himself. A very creative use of the card, but honestly... Technically, Yubel isn't this bad. It's just, they went through some shit, and now they're a little better. I don't know what that means. We didn't really get to see what that means. It's kind of the same problem I had with... We're not discussing this. We know I'm obsessed. Okay, you know what? We are discussing this. I wanted normal Merrick to have more screen time. Because he didn't get enough screen time from me. I wanted him to have more. Wait, what do you mean he shows up in another Okay, that's not enough. That doesn't count. That doesn't count because I never got to see that. I never finished the series, okay? Okay, I never finished DM. I didn't watch every episode. I cannot just walk through that door and not cry. I'm going to cry. Okay, now the worst thing, no. I know it sounds bad to think that you, Belle, could possibly give me any kind of helpful therapy, but I have no defense. I've got no defense for that. No, I mean, I used to be obsessed with Yummy Merrick, and Yummy Merrick never got redeemed. Normal Merrick did, though. Normal Merrick got redeemed, sort of. I mean, the consequences of his actions are still the consequences of his actions, but he's not arrested. He's not in prison. Okay. Well, as much as I hate Merrick's father, his cruelty it wasn't entirely without meaning and purpose. But he didn't have to treat Odeon like that. I mean, honestly, he didn't have to do that. But Guzaburo is just... His cruelty is without meaning and purpose. There is no higher reason for being that cruel and that mean and that much of a bastard. Why did you make me say it? Guzaburo, I'm in so much pain. Yes, I'm in pain. A lot of it. You know, I would say I'm joking, except I'm not. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't benefit on some level. Wait a minute, what? No, wait a minute, wait, no. Oh my god. Damn it, Guzaburo, you did things to me that you should not have done. You've got to pay for this. Okay, so how many people are in here to complete a mission? And how many people are seriously playing as Noah? I just want to know the stats on this. Oh my god. Yeah, I know exactly what you're planning. I'll prove it. Dude, stay out of my brain. You're not allowed in there. Oh my god. To be fair, my opponent probably does know. Noah, well, he's dead, but my opponent is alive. And my opponent has probably dueled me 1 billion times. Well, not me specifically, but he's probably dueled my deck 1 billion times by now. And because I saw a lot of Jaden's when I was ranking up into Legends last season. I'm just gonna let you do that. And because I just don't think that I'm going... Of all the people to break my brain, it had to be Guzaburo. Oh my god. Guzaburo, he made me say some things that were awful though. Yes, it's absolutely his fault that I said all of those horrible things. Well, some of it, yes, is his fault. But, I mean, I didn't say some of that shit until after Guzaburo started talking, and then I'm just like, this is just horrible. I cannot believe I can take something back. Just know that I cannot believe I took it back. Like what? I don't feel okay with that. But I'm destroying your entire field. Now watch. You may know what I'm going to do, but can you stop it? Can you stop it though? Can you stop it? It's like if I was dueling Pegasus and he knew what I was going to do, could he stop me? Yeah, you can see what I'm going to do, but can you stop it? Can you stop it, Pegasus? No. No, he can't. He cannot stop it. Especially if Jaded and Pegasus actually dueled. Because in GX, Pegasus didn't have the Millennium Eye. Pegasus lost it. And somehow survived. I think being dead was actually the more realistic scenario, but okay. I mean, anime logic, you can survive shit. And apparently... Okay, we're... You know, it's really, really hard to defend some things. But then you think about things logically, and when that starts to break as much... Ugh. Why am I going first again? Okay, what is she playing? She doesn't have an extra deck. What is she playing? Is she playing Exodia? Oh, right, that's the only deck she could be playing. There is no other deck that would require that you have no extra deck. And honestly, depending on her skill, that could tell me what deck she's playing. I just wasn't looking at it. Let me see if I saw it. Okay, she activated Guardian Angel's Charity. Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess you don't need an extra deck if you're not... Okay, well, this seems like what Rebecca's deck was... I don't remember her deck very well. I think this is her character design from an episode I never watched. Because I've never seen every episode of DM. If you try to destroy me, I will break you down! Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to get rid of Miracle Fusion and destroy this. Yeah, that's right, I'm destroying it. Now, my opponent just surrendered because they're just like, fuck you. I bet that's really what my opponent was thinking. I mean, when you face my deck as often as some people have, you do have that kind of reflex, you know? Just fuck you. Okay, Tristan, can you destroy Noah? The answer is no, because you weren't able to destroy anyone. You lost your body, you became a dueling monkey. It's just you're insane, Tristan. I think you've got issues. Noah having a crush does not defend you. You need to use your brain, Tristan. Except you didn't, did you? We're just watching. Okay, now I win this. Or no, I don't. Not yet, at least. You're going down, Noah. You cannot win against me. I am insane, Noah. I've done horrible things. Well, okay. You know what? I shouldn't say things like that. But I mean, I've had some pretty interesting dreams. Some very interesting dreams. Did I lose because I have no one on my side? Yeah, that's probably why I lost. Because when you have no bonds, it's just depressing. You've got no emotional intelligence. You're just dead. You're just dead inside. You've got nothing. Oh my god. You have to be careful what you say to me, or I'll decide to change my mind. Oh god. Okay, now what else am I going to do? Well, I guess I'm gonna go back into ranked. We're going to have one more duel, and then that will wrap things up for the event. And I can just do a bunch of grinding off screen. A bunch of grinding off screen. And I will not fall asleep in the middle of this grinding. I can't believe I just... I was so mad when I woke up and I didn't get the... I was so mad. I was so mad. But Yummy No, wrong, Merrick. Merrick does have a rerun left at least, so that's good. Yummy Merrick, though, does not, as far as we know. But if he does get one... Okay, no one wants me to actually be able to do any event again. Unless Konami just has that on the schedule. Like with Vector. Everyone is probably okay with me doing that event again. But any event that has already been retired, people want me to just shut up. Well, I don't want to shut up. I want to keep talking. I want to keep being a bitch. Okay. I just remembered that I should probably get a different headset. Why did you do that on my turn instead? Wait. I think it has to be my turn. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, alright. We know my brain is a bit, it's a bit broken right now. We know this. But is it wrong to say that... Well... Is it wrong to say a number of things? Yes, it is! Yes, how dare you? How dare you do this to me? I said some shit! You know, every time I see someone playing this deck, it just reminds me of why I'm not changing decks. Why would I change decks? Why would I do that? There's just no point in doing that. And because if someone else can use the deck, and I can use the deck, why would I want to learn how to play a different deck better? Why not just learn to play this deck better? I mean, honestly. I see. Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm going to... well, I have to commit. After a point, you have to commit. A super... Oh, shit. Well... Do you have Neo's Fusion in your hand? I think you would need it in order to, you know, fuck me over entirely. I mean, I'm sure you can do it just fine, but, you know, you would cut... I really hope you don't. What? Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, you're just... I'm going to activate Magic Cylinder. You take half... Okay, now my opponent knows that I don't have much, but I mean, I've got some things. I've got some things going for me. Although things do look pretty bad, I do. I know that. But I've got super polymerization in my hand. I can use it if I want to. Okay. To be real with all of you, I do not expect this attack to go through. But I am going to attack the strongest monster on the field. Now, are you going to do anything that... What does that do? Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, sure. I'm going to use super polymerization. I know that you didn't like me waiting for that long, but I'm just going to summon the monster that you summoned on your last turn. I'm going to just do that, and if you cannot defend against this, then you're dead. But you might be able to defend against this, so... well, you couldn't defend against this, so you lost. That was definitely an interesting win. And I rank up for winning against myself, basically. Basically. Yeah. Well, I ranked up, that's good. What if I try to get to King of Games? I don't think I could do that. I still think I can I think I can barely get to Legend half the time. Do I really think I can get to King of Games again? Well, probably. But, actually, if I were to attempt it, I think right now is probably the best time to do so. And no, not because Konami just released an announcement about the next KC Cup that I'm probably going to ignore, because I have other things on my mind besides a tournament. Like actually writing. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I'll cover the ending cutscene where Gozabro dies, and I am set free until Noah's rerun, and I'm going to go back to suffering.